Hello lovely people, and welcome back to day 27 of the Flow Pilates 30-day challenge. So I have got a full body sculpt class teed up for you gorgeous humans. So you'll be needing your light set of dumbbells. I've got my 2 kgs with me, as well as your ankle weights. So strap those on and I'm going to meet you lying down on your mat for some supine abdominal work. Awesome. Once we're there, we're floating both of your dumbbells up to the sky. They're running horizontal to our body. Bracing through your belly, we're going to float both of our legs to find your tabletop position. Beautiful. We want to think about sucking your lower back down and onto your mat, creating that nice core connection. Beautiful. We're going to start by just bending through that left arm, sending it nice and wide, and exhale to press it back up. Other side. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we press. Beautiful. So just working these alternate chest presses here, taking these first few just to really lock into our strong rib hip connection. So thinking about constantly working to keep that nice imprinted spine down on our mat. One more like this before we add on. Okay, this next time we bend that left arm, can we extend that right leg nice and long? Beautiful. We draw back through center, other side. Right arm, left leg, and exhale back in. Nice work. So we're working a bit of a bird dog situation here. Just extending that leg as low as you can manage, team. Using that exhale breath as we suck everything back up and in. All right, 2 more before we add our final challenge. Okay, this next time we take that press and extend your leg. Can we hold? Leg stays long as it sweeps up to the sky. We tap it with our dumbbell. Beautiful. They sweep back down before we reset. Back up, nice work. Going again, other side. We extend. We take that tap and sweep. Everything lowers back down, and then we draw back in. Awesome work. So we're adding this little crunch at the top, focusing on that tight little twist as we send that dumbbell up to our opposite ankle. Nice work. Nothing else is moving but that single leg and arm here. You guys are so strong. Making sure that spine isn't sneaking off that mat. Still using our exhale breath as we take that nice crunch up to our leg. Beautiful. Slowing it down for our final 4 like this. Lovely work. Can you clear that opposite shoulder blade up off that mat at the top? 2 more now. 1 more each side. All right, final rep now, team. Taking that crunch and then we meet down at the bottom. Nice, drawing everything through center. Knees are gonna send out, toes are together. Dumbbells are now running vertical to our body. Inhaling, exhale, we crunch them up and through your knees. Inhale to lower. Exhale, take that little curl. Awesome work. We're finishing off these supine abdominals nice and strong, team. Warming up and getting ready for today's session. It's going to be a nice, challenging flow today. You guys are so strong. All right, if you're game after this next crunch, can you extend those dumbbells as we send those legs long? Exhale to crunch. Inhale as we take that extend. You're just giving me 4 more like this. Beautiful. Here for 3 now. Staying with me for 2. Beautiful. On 1, let's all crunch up and hold. And lower back down. Nice work. You can just plant your feet nice and wide here. Taking a windscreen wiper with those legs, just dropping both those knees over to the left. And flicking them over towards the right. All right, returning through center, grabbing the back of your legs. We're rolling on up. So we should be feeling nice and warm, team. All right, our next series, I want you to find a 4-point kneeling position. Dumbbell is in your left hand. Right palms on the mat, and we're going to extend that right leg nice and long, toes are touching the mat. Bracing through your belly, pulling your belly button up towards your spine. We've got that flat back. Inhale, breath. Inhale, breath. As we take that exhale, we're lifting our right leg up. Inhale, it taps. Exhale, we take that lift. Awesome work. Starting off nice and simple in this series. I want you to think about controlling the weight that's on our ankles here, team. So each time we lift that leg up, giving that right glute a big squeeze at the top before we slowly control that lower back down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Minimizing any shake through our trunk. You've just got 2 more before we add those layers. Exhale to lift. And we tap. Last one like this. All right, this next time we tap, can you hold? As we lift that leg, can we fly that left dumbbell out to the side? Inhale, everything lowers back down. So adding that fly as we take that leg lift, moving nice and slow and controlled here too. This is just as much a core exercise as much as we're working that arm and our back leg. So checking in, making sure your back isn't moving at all. We've still got that flat tabletop. Beautiful. Exhale to lift. Inhale, control down. Giving me 2 more like this. Beautiful control. Last one. All right. Final progression here. This next time we take that lift, can you hold? We're going to keep our leg nice and high as we thread that left dumbbell down and through. It threads back out to find that fly before we lower the leg and close that arm. Going again. Exhale, we lift. Taking that dumbbell down and through, extending it back up, and then lowering. Nice work. So working to tap that left shoulder down on the mat as we take that thread the needle. Seeing if you can keep that dumbbell hovering off the mat the entire time, not letting it touch down. Beautiful. You guys are absolutely smashing it. All right, you're giving me 2 more full reps like this. Slowing it down, focusing on that control. All right, last full repetition. After this next rep, we are meeting at the bottom. All right, all together. This next time we're going to take that lift, take that fly, and hold. We're just working that thread the needle now. Down, and exhale, extend out. Inhale, we thread. Exhale, we extend. Nice work. If that leg lift gets too much, feel free to drop it down on your mat, team. Otherwise, you're just here for 4. Here for 3, 2, super strong. This next time we take that fly, you're holding there. We're just working a sweep forward with that dumbbell. Sweeps back out to the side. It sweeps forward and to the side. I know it's heavy. Staying with these sweeps, giving me 5 like this. Beautiful. For 4, 3, 2, on 1, we take that fly. Can you hold? And lower back down. Nice work, rolling those shoulders back and down. Taking a quick reset and roll out with your wrists if you also need that. We're gonna flip on round. Your right knee stays on the mat, left leg extends long, and we're reaching that dumbbell up towards the sky. Nice work, team. Inhale here, and as we exhale, we're lifting our back leg up. Inhale, we tap. Exhale, we're taking that lift. Awesome. So we're in this modified side plank position, team. I want you to think about keeping a complete straight line through our body. That right palm should be exactly in line with that right knee that is down on your mat. Gorgeous. Just giving me 3 more like this. Moving nice and slow. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Last one like this. All right, this next time you take that lift, can we hold? Exhale, we're bringing knee to elbow. We press everything back up before we tap back down. Going again. We lift. Taking that crunch, gaze looks down towards our back toes before we lift and lower. Beautiful, team. Thinking about crunching in through that top side waist. Feel that little cinch and activation for that working oblique. Lovely work. Just giving me 2 more like this before we add that final option for progression. All right, this next time you drop, let's hold there. If you're up for it, we're lifting that leg. We're taking that crunch. We extend everything up. As that leg drops, we're sweeping that dumbbell overhead. Sweeps back up to the sky as we lift that leg, and then we take that crunch. You guys are so strong. Taking rest when you need to, joining back in when you feel ready. Just giving me 2 more full reps like this. Lovely. Last full rep like this. Making it our best. All right, we meet at the bottom. Quick moment if you need to. We're finishing this off together. When you're ready, taking an inhale breath. As we exhale, we're lifting that back leg up. Just working that crunch in and extend. Exhale to crunch. Inhale as we reach. You're here for 6. Finishing this side strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Can we extend everything out? Can you reach that dumbbell overhead for 3, 2, and 1. We lower back down. All right, flipping on to face the front of your mat, team. We're grabbing hold of that other dumbbell. Nice work. You're stepping that right foot forward. Dumbbells along at our sides. Shoulders are rolled back and down. We're moving into our standing series. Inhale, we're stepping our back leg behind us, and then we drive on up. So we tap and stand, just working this simple lunge step back, team. Nice work. Just give me 2 more like this before we add on. Okay, this next time we lift, can we hover that left leg off that mat? Nice work. Inhale, we tap. Exhale, we take that drive. So this is a bit of a balance challenge for the standing series team. Getting a point just in front of the mat that we can focus our vision to help stabilize us. Giving me 2 more like this. Inhale to tap, exhale to drive. Okay, this next time, as you take that drive, can we sweep those dumbbells up to shoulder height? They lower back down as we take that step. Lovely work. Adding those arms, nice work. Even more of a challenge for that stability, keeping our pelvis tucked at the top, team. Okay, this next time we take that lift, can we hold? Can you fly those dumbbells out to the side? They draw back through center, and then we lunge. Lovely work. Dumbbells stay in line with your shoulders the whole time at the top. If this knee hover gets too much, your left ball of your foot's just down on the mat, helping you stabilize here. Super strong, team. All right, I've just got one final layer. Staying with me for this next one if you're wanting to progress. So this next time we lift, we take that T, can you hold? Can you slowly lean that torso forward as we extend that back leg, finding your arabesque. Dumbbells return back down before we sweep them up to shoulder height as we refine that knee hover and lunge. So a little bit of a challenge for our brain as well. So we knee hover, you extend those dumbbells wide. We lean into that arabesque, release those dumbbells, pull forward into that knee hover, dumbbell sweep up, and then we lunge. So taking or leaving this last layer, team. If you are taking that arabesque, focusing on that nice, clear, distinct dive forward with that chest as we hinge at the hips. Beautiful. No hurry here, team. You're giving me 2 more full reps like this. 2 more. Slowing them down a little bit more. Can we hit each of those shapes? Nice and distinct. Last one now. All right. We're all gonna meet at the top. Dropping that leg for a second, rolling your shoulders. As a team, we're just gonna step that leg back and drive up as we sweep. Just finishing off the side strong. Working these drives and our hovers, giving me 6 like this. Here for 5, tapping that back knee each time. For 4, 3, 2, lovely work. On 1, we sweep down, we hold. Dumbbells come over your head. We're pulsing it out, up and down, chest is upright. You can drop those dumbbells to your shoulders if you need to. Otherwise, you're here for 8. Lengthening that pulse out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, driving everything up. We can lower those dumbbells down. Awesome, awesome work, team. We're gonna pivot on round to find that other side. We're swapping it straight on over. So your right hand should have the dumbbell now. Left palms on the mat. And we're extending that left leg back behind you, squaring your hips to face the mat, bracing through your belly. Inhale, exhale, we're taking that leg lift. Inhale, we drop. Exhale, we lift. Awesome. So starting off nice and simple for this combo. It's a good time to scan your body, check your form, making sure you're not arching through that lower back. It's staying completely flat in that tabletop. Head's in line with spine. We're pressing that mat away with our palm and that dumbbell. Exhale to lift. Inhale to control back down, moving nice and slow. Enjoying the weight that is on your ankle. Beautiful. So next time we lower, can you hold? This time as we take that lift, we're adding that fly out with that right dumbbell. Inhale, we close it back down. So exhale, we take that lift. Inhale, return. So as we take that lift, I want you to really think about squeezing that right shoulder blade back and down. Beautiful. Lifting that leg, seeing if you can hold everything for a second at the top before we slowly lower back down. Still exhaling as we lift, and inhale as we control back down. Just giving me 2 more like this. Lovely work, last one. All right, we're adding on that thread the needle. So this next time we take that lift, you're holding there, keeping our back leg long, we're threading that dumbbell down and through. It threads back out towards the side before we close everything down. This is that combo team, working to touch that right shoulder down onto that mat as we send that dumbbell across. Regression here, if your balance isn't handling this team, is just to keep that back left toes touching the mat the entire time. Ditch that leg lift. Beautiful. Nice work, team. Still pressing that mat away with that left palm. This is a great one for our core. Super challenging for all our stabilizers here, team. Giving me 2 more full reps like this. Exhaling to lift. You squeezing that left glute to keep that back leg nice and high, team. Nice work, last rep. All right, I'm gonna meet you at the top of this movement. Dumbbell finds your mat, leg is lowered. As a team, can we fly that dumbbell? Lift your leg. We're just working those needles now. Dumbbell goes down and through and extends back out. Beautiful. Inhale, we reach. Exhale to take that fly again. Here for 4. Beautiful. Nice and slow, team. 3. 2. Last one. We're taking that fly, holding there. Just those sweeps now. Forward with your dumbbell, out to the side. Forward and to the side. Option is to drop that back leg. I know it's heavy. You're just here for 5. And a hold and you're done. For 4. So strong. For 3. 2. Last one, we sweep out to the side. Can you hold? For 3, 2, and 1. Lower everything back down. You can find your heels, just taking that deep shoulder roll back. Nice work, team. All right, swiveling over to face me now. Left knee stays grounded on your mat. Right palm is down, and we're extending that dumbbell nice and high to the sky. Back leg is long. Inhaling. As we exhale, we're lifting our right leg. Beautiful. Inhale, we tap. Exhale, we take that lift. So just like the other side, team, I want you to think about staying in this exact straight line down our side body. Imagining we're getting squished between two planes of glass. I don't want you to be sticking your bum out or leaning that chest forward. Beautiful. Just giving me 3 more like this. Exhale to lift. Inhale as we lower. Last 2. Last one. All right, this next time, can we take that lift and hold? We're bending our top elbows to that knee. Press everything back long before that toe taps. Beautiful. That's that combo. Gaze looks down towards that back leg as we take that side crunch. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Nice work, staying with me. You guys have absolutely smashed today's class. We're nearing the end. Staying with me now. Just 2 more before we add that final progression. Last one like this. Okay, this next time our leg touches, we're adding that final challenge. So can we lift that leg? We're taking that crunch. We extend it back high. As our leg drops, dumbbell sweeps overhead. That is that full challenge today. Nice work pushing ourselves for these last few reps. Giving me 2 more full reps like this. Last 2. Last one here. I'll meet you down at the bottom of your mat. Nice work. Quick moment to reset with that left hand if you can. All together, we're gonna finish it off strong. Can we extend that top dumbbell? All together, we're lifting that back leg. We're just working that crunch now. Exhale and inhale, extend. We crunch, we extend. You are so strong. Just giving me 4 more like this. Beautiful. Here for 3. Last 2. All right, we take that crunch. Can we extend that leg? Can you hold? Can we sweep that dumbbell over here? Just holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down. Absolutely smashed it. Grabbing that other dumbbell now. We're rising on up. We're just finishing class with that final standing series on the other side. So this time, left leg's forward. We're on the ball of that right foot. Shoulders rolled back and down. Taking an inhale as we step back to find a lunge. And exhale, we rise. Inhale, exhale. Nice work, team. So your chest should stay relatively upright in this lunge, team. We're bending that back leg, looking to touch that knee on the mat each time. Just giving me 2 more like this. Last one. Okay, this next time we're adding that knee drive. So we tap down, we drive that knee. Inhale, exhale. So we're adding that balance challenge, focusing on your gaze, locking in for this last set of class. I promise you there's no surprises after this, team. Beautiful. You're just going to give me 2 more before we add on. All right, this next time as we rise, we're adding that sweep with your dumbbells. Inhale down. Exhale, they sweep up. Lifting those dumbbells just in line with your shoulders. Lovely work, keeping that soft bend through that left knee, even at the top of this movement. Okay, this next time we lift, can you hold? We're adding that fly out. Draw back through center and we tap. Beautiful, team. Lovely work. Minimizing any sort of sway through our body here. You guys are so strong. That left glute, that left quad is working. Both of our arms and our core. Finishing off really strong. Just give me 2 more before we add that final layer, if you wish to take it. All right. This next time we rise up, you take that fly. If it's there, we're extending that back leg, hinging forward into that arabesque. Dumbbells lower back down. We pull that leg through as we sweep those dumbbells to shoulder height. Going again, we lunge, we drive, we fly before we dive and extend forward. Lower those dumbbells and find that hover. That is that full challenge. If your balance is game for it, team, seeing how far forward we can dive our chest, how long can we extend that right leg back behind us. You've just got 2 more full reps like this. Nice work. Hitting each part of this movement pattern. Beautiful shapes in this sequence. You should be on your final rep now, team. We take that hover and hold. Quick tap down with that leg. When you're ready, we're just getting to work on that step back and drive and sweep. We step and drive. Lovely work. We're finishing off super strong. This is that final push of class. We've just got those pulses after this. Inhale, tap. Exhale, press. Giving me 4. Giving me 3. Lovely. 2. Last one, we step back and hold. Dumbbells come overhead. We're pulsing down and up, down and up. Nice and slow and controlled. Option is to drop those dumbbells to your shoulders. Otherwise, just give me 6 more. For 5, for 4, 3, 2. Last one, and we drive up. Dumbbells can find that mat. Taking a well-deserved forward fold over those legs now. Letting your chest hang heavy here. If it feels good, you can grab either elbow here. Just nodding your head, yes. You can shake it, no. Finishing off with a couple stretches if you have time. So stepping that right leg back, your back knee can drop down here. Untucking your toes, we're just sweeping your arms up. Gaze can lift, finding that beautiful back bend. Hands can come down, stepping back up, pressing into your downward dog. Other side now. Right leg sends forward, back knee drops. Sweeping those arms nice and high. Enjoying that back bend. Hands where you find your mat. Just stepping your back knee back onto your mat. Lifting up to find a high kneel position here. Your hands can come just behind your lower back here. We're taking a deep back bend here, just hinging your chest back. If it's there, lengthening those arms, grabbing hold of your heels. Gaze is looking up towards that sky, opening up through your chest. One deep breath here. And as we exhale, hands can come back onto your lower back before we rise on up. Lowering onto your heels, swiveling over to face me. As always, we're finishing class with one last deep clearing breath. So take that inhale as we sweep those arms nice and high. Gaze can lift, and as we exhale, letting all that air leave your lungs, giving yourself a big round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat for today's session, and I will see you guys for tomorrow and day 28.